Welcome to the Church Apps Podcast.
Free software, built by the church, for the church.
Welcome back to the Church Apps Podcast. I'm Michael, and with me today is Carrie. We've got 3 updates to cover today, and they each fit neatly into a theme. Build it, reach them, welcome them. Carrie, let's get into it.
Let's do it. And these are 3 genuinely useful updates, not just under the hood stuff, real things that change how you work in Church Apps every week.
Starting with Build It. We did a whole episode recently on building your church website in B1, and right on the heels of that, the web editor just got a significant overhaul. Carrie, what changed?
The biggest thing is how editing actually feels now. The old editor used a lot of pop-ups and modals. You'd click something, a dialog would appear, you'd make your changes, close it, and then try to remember where you were. That's all gone. Now, when you click on a section or element, the settings slide in from the side as a panel. You're always looking at your page while you edit it.
So it's more like a live editing experience.
Much more. And the drag and drop got better too. The drop zones are larger, so it's easier to grab a section and move it where you want. You drag with the handle on the left side, the 6-dot icon, and you can also use the up and down arrows on the selection toolbar if you want to move things precisely without dragging.
What about mistakes? Because I feel like one of the scariest things about editing a live website is making a change you didn't mean to.
They fixed that too. Undo and redo are now fully supported. Control-Z on Windows, Command-Z on Mac, just like you'd expect anywhere else. And Control-Shift-Z to redo. But they went further than that. There's a history button in the toolbar that shows you a list of saved snapshots of your page. You can scroll back through your editing session and restore any earlier version.
So if I make 10 changes and realize I liked how it looked 3 changes ago, I can just jump back.
Exactly. Just click that point in the history and it restores. One thing to know, restoring a snapshot replaces your current content, and you can't undo that with the standard undo button. So use it intentionally. But it's a really powerful safety net when you're building something.
There's also a built-in help dialog now, right?
Yes, there's a help button right in the editor that walks you through the basics. Add content, edit anything, rearrange sections, undo, and history. It's all right there in the editor. So if someone new on your team sits down to update the website, they don't have to hunt for documentation to get started. The help is right where they're working.
That's a really thoughtful addition. All right, update 2. Reach them. Tell us what changed here.
So this one is about how people find out they've been added to something. Up until recently, if you added a volunteer to a serving team, or added someone to a group, or assigned someone a role, they had no idea unless you told them yourself. Now Church Apps gives you the option to send them an invite email, automatically right when you add them.
Optional, so it's not forced on you.
Right, it's your choice every time. When you add someone to a group, a team, or a role, you get a prompt asking if you want to send them an invite. If you say yes, they get an email letting them know. If you're doing a bulk import or adding someone who's already well aware, you can skip it. You're in control.
That's going to save a lot of the "did you know you were added to the team" conversations.
So many of those conversations. Especially with volunteers. Someone gets scheduled, nobody tells them. They show up unprepared or not at all. Now the system can do that communication for you the moment you add them.
And it works across groups, teams, and roles, all 3?
All 3. So whether it's a small group, a serving team, or a staff role with specific permissions, that option is there every time you add someone.
Great update. Simple, but it closes a real gap. Okay, update 3. Welcome them. This one is about what happens when someone creates an account for the first time.
Yes, and this is a small change that makes a big difference in that first impression. When someone registers for a B1 account at your church, instead of getting a set your password email with a link they have to click, they now get a 6-digit verification code. They type the code right on the screen and they're in.
Why is that better than a link?
It keeps you inside the app the whole time. With a link, you're registering in the app, then you get an email, you click the link, it opens your browser, you set your password there, then you have to go back to the app and log in. That's a lot of steps jumping between places. With a code, you never leave the app. You see the code in your email, you type it right where you are, and you're in. The whole thing happens in one place.
And for churches with older members especially, that's going to make a real difference in how many people actually complete registration.
Exactly. If the onboarding process feels confusing, people give up. A code they can read off their phone and type in, that they can do.
All right, try it this week. Carrie, take us through it.
3 things, 1 for each update. First, open your B1 website editor and try the undo shortcut. Make a small change to any page, hit Ctrl-Z or Command-Z and watch it roll back. Then click the History button in the toolbar and take a look at what snapshots are there. Just getting familiar with those tools means you'll never be afraid to experiment on your site again.
And the second?
Go add someone to a group or a serving team, even a test person if you want, and watch for the invite prompt. See what the email looks like when it goes out. Once you know how it works, you'll know exactly when to use it and when to skip it.
And third?
If you have new members joining your church app, keep an eye on their onboarding experience. They'll be going through the new verification code flow. If you can, walk through it yourself with a test account, just so you know what they're experiencing. When someone asks, "How do I sign up?" you'll be able to walk them through it step by step.
All three of these are things you can check out in the next 10 minutes. All the documentation for the website editor is at support.churchapps.org. And as always, the code is open source at github.com/churchapps. Thanks, Carrie. Good episode.
3 solid updates. Easier to build, easier to reach people, easier to welcome them. That's what this is all about.
We'll see you next time on the Church Apps Podcast.